For the first time ever, we've got a brand new MacBook from Apple that is already a solid deal if you ask me. I'm talking about everyone's favorite laptop, the MacBook Air, and this is the brand new MacBook Air M4. Unlike the Air M3, which is not what, 1,15,000 rupees, Apple has launched this way cheaper. Yeah, the same Apple that launched the brilliant 16E.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mountain, it's a yeah, Mountain. A papa boy living yeah, Mountain. Yeah, Mountain, it's a yeah, Mountain.
I mean, this new MacBook Air is going for 89K, even 76K on Flipkart with the bank discounts, and that is already getting me excited what its deal price will be in the festive season. But you know what, enough of Apple romance. I'm here to find out the truth. I mean, this is cheaper, so is Apple hiding something? What about the new in the new MacBook Air? Subscribe ka kitna loge tum log? And most important question, how does it compare to the Windows laptops in the same price range? So this is the new 2025 MacBook Air M4. Let me tell you straight away, this isn't a perfect laptop, but first, what is new? So this comes in this new sky blue color, which kind of makes you go, is it blue?
Powder blue.
What?
Powder.
Yep, it's a really subtle blue bordering on silver, and this replaces the space grey color, which was a fan favorite. Now, if you ask me, I like this new shade with the mirror Apple logo, and I like the midnight black color, which I know looks great. Everyone's a fan, don't judge me, but it gets dirty very easily, and this does not. Apart from the new color, this brings a 12 megapixel camera from the Pro, so this has support for center stage, which tracks you and keeps you in the center of the frame. This also has desk view support thanks to the wide angle camera, so you can adjust it and show stuff on your desk in meetings, which is a little weird, but actually becomes handy in situations. Now, quality-wise, if you're coming from a MacBook Air M1, this is a big upgrade, as you can see. And add to that the 3 beamforming mics, which remain really good. Another change is the fact that this supports 2 displays with the lid open now, so great if you want to use your MacBook screen along with your 5K, 6K screens. There's also a massive increase in battery, just kidding, it's 53.8 watt hours now from 52.6 watt hours. So Apple still claims 18 hours of usage in it, and in our testing, the battery life is obviously great. Should get around 10 to 12 hours on normal everyday usage, which I don't know why I'm saying like it's a normal thing, it's 12 hours. And enjoying while we can, this still comes with the 30 watt USB-C adapter in the box, although you can charge it faster at 70 watts with a PD charger, and you do get the color matched 2 meter long braided cable with MagSafe support, so you can just snap it like this. Classic. The big upgrade though is the new Apple M4 chipset here, which on this base variant has a 10-core CPU up from 8 in the M3, and this includes 4 performance cores, 6 efficiency cores, it's got an 8-core GPU, 16-core neural engine just like before, and it's made on the newer 3nm process, which means more transistors for more raw power. Also, the memory bandwidth is increased from 100 Gbps to 120 now, and add to that the base model now comes with 16 GB RAM, and I know 256 GB storage at this price. Yeah, I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, all in all, the M4 chipset is the big upgrade here, and I ran some benchmarks, and this actually brings a good bump versus the Air M3, as you can see. And if you're like me, coming from an Air M1, the upgrade is huge. The M4 numbers are double. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about Intel laptops? What about Snapdragon laptops in the same price range? Oh, so the Air M4 easily beats the Meteor Lake Core Ultra 7 155H in both single core and multi-core score, as you can see. Heck, it even beats something like the Core i9 13900H in single core. Even the Snapdragon X Elite is no match. The M4 is better in terms of both single core and multi-core, and mind you, the X Elite is a 12-core CPU. Look, it's not just about the numbers. I know people who are still rocking the MacBook Air M1, including myself, and that's because it just works. There's no slowdowns even after 5 years, and that's something you can expect from the Air M4 as well. I mean, this is obviously great at day-to-day tasks. Things like proper photo editing works flawlessly on this, but what really makes this stand out is the fact that this can handle most intensive tasks you throw at it. To give an idea, you can practically edit 4K videos on this thing with multiple layers and effects. It's not a problem. This will handle most video editing projects just fine. Yes, a more pro-level 4K 60fps project with say 4K 60fps video shot on high bitrate, multiple adjustment layers will make this sweat when say previewing in full or when rendering, but honestly it can still mostly handle it, and that's crazy for a laptop that looks like this and has only passive cooling, no physical fans. The point is the kind of performance this brings is almost unmatchable in this price segment. I mean, this is a laptop that lasts you for years without slowing down at all, and since this is a 2025 laptop, this will be supported for 7 years with updates, and that means updates up to 2032. And if you're wondering, this is running the latest macOS Sequoia. And you get all the great Apple ecosystem features, and this supports all the Apple intelligence features, be it the writing tools which show up when you select a text or the image playground. Genmoji is also there. And you also get the new, not so improved Siri with the ChatGPT integration. Look, I know Apple intelligence is still kind of meh, but hopefully it gets better. But it's not just this or the performance that really make this value for money at this price. It's also the design, which might be the same as the Air M3 or Air M2, but it's really good. Solid metal construction, solid hinge, no wobble on the lid, which by the way opens up with one hand, no keyboard flex or abrupt touchpad corners, still the top-notch finish, clean Allen screws, most seamless curves you can get on a laptop, of course, and remains sleek and portable at 1.24 kgs. Yeah, this MacBook design is top-notch. What's not top-notch is the port selection. I'm going to get the MagSafe 3 charging, the 2 Thunderbolt Type-C ports, and a lonely 3.5mm jack on the right. But where this MacBook makes up is the touchpad and the keyboard. And this has the haptic touchpad, which is better than most touchpads in the same price segment, and a keyboard that's comfortable and nice. And yes, you get Touch ID here, which works great. The 4 speakers remain the same too, with spatial audio, Dolby Atmos support, and some might just argue that they remain one of the best laptop speakers. But let me just go ahead and say that this is the best speaker on laptop you can get in this price segment. Loud, clear, with good separation, and there's some bass too. Now, the one area where the MacBook Air M4 kind of falls a bit short is, you know it, display. I mean, still the same 60Hz IPS panel. Yes, Apple loves 60Hz, but it's a pretty good display. It's sharp and nice, the colors look good while being color accurate for creative tasks. It's bright at 500 nits and it's got auto brightness, true tone, all the usual features. Yes, still not a big fan of the notch, but this display is good, really. And I think most people won't have any problems with the display. The only problem is that you now get Windows laptops in the same price segment that now have OLED displays, higher refresh rates, and no matter how good this LCD is, it does not match the OLED's blacks and the vibrant colors. And the high refresh rate also feels a lot more amazing. So you tell me if this is a deal breaker for you guys. Honestly, what might be actually the deal breaker for a lot of people is the 256GB storage in the base variant. I mean, it's typical Apple. First off, it's not the fastest SSD as you can see from the test. And second, if you want the 512GB variant, it'll cost you 20,000 rupees more. That's a bit crazy, isn't it? Look, the point is, at around 80K, I think this is probably one of the most value for money laptops you can buy in this price range. Now, before you comment, bro, 70K is not value for money. Well, it's time for a lesson. See, value for money means bringing value at the price it's being offered at. So even a 1.5 lakh rupee laptop can be value for money if it brings the right experience. And that's where the MacBook Air M4 is kind of value for money. And what makes the MacBook Air M4 value is the fact that it's a new MacBook Air at a solid lesser price. And honestly, this is a big win for India where we all want the latest tech but at lower prices. I know it's not perfect. 256GB is not ideal and 120Hz would have made it way better. But it looks great, feels great, lasts so long, you kind of forget to charge it. It has one of the best keyboards and touchpads you can find. And the sole fact that it's powerful AF without having any physical fans to cool it down alone kind of blows you away. So yes, reliability, consistency, and longevity, something that both you and I know that a lot of Windows laptops lack, and that's where this stands out. But hey, that's just me. I want to know from you guys, what do you guys think of the new MacBook Air M4 at its lesser price? Comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Do it.